hope and the dreams of my ancestor, Maya Angelou writes in a poem. I could fully embrace that now. But in time past, when I was a child, laying with my back against the earth, looking up at the sun, the blue sky around me, awareness of my being, I had no connection to that statement at all. For my ancestors, before cattle slavery had peace and freedom, that was all I had. I bear witness that I have to experience psychiatric oppression to understand the oppression of slavery. In this moment, I am so sorry. I was more of an indoor slave, given labels and drugs, saying, thank you, more please. I was not an outdoor slave, equivalent in my mind to forced psychiatry, people who knew of injustice and fight for human rights and freedom. Instead, shame and guilt consumed me. My fear was used against me. I blamed myself as the oppressor judged and labeled me, colluding with my torturers, saying something was wrong with me instead of asking what happened. Causing me mental slavery. Desperate for the American dream shown on TV, Mercedes-Benz and white picket fences, I accepted the help. Agreeing with the labels caused me to judge myself the same, and I became my worst enemy. But I did not teach myself this hate towards me, but only I could remember freedom and free myself. It is no excuse to stay unconscious and not learn and grow. The ignorance I thought was bliss almost left me lifeless. Used for someone else to profit from my suffering, drugged, but they called it medicated, labeled, but they called it diagnosed, hindered, but they called it helping. Having peace and freedom again in this lifetime is no small thing. Having peace and freedom again in this lifetime meant letting the pain in. Having peace and freedom, peace and freedom, peace and freedom meant feeling every emotion. Perhaps it looked like sin, and sometimes it did. Having peace and freedom again in this lifetime means forgiveness and letting love win. I beg you to remember freedom as a first existence on this planet called Earth. In this moment of time, my grandma is getting beat, unable to go to school, not learning how to read. In this moment, my grandmother is reciting Bible verses to me every night before I lay my head down to sleep. I am grateful for her great memory. But no one wants to ask what happened to Auntie. Why is she locked up in the hospital? Her name not even mentioned. No one wants to talk about why Uncle lives in the basement and talk to himself what happened. In this moment, my mother is being raped by her brother and threatened to be killed by him when she spoke up asking him to stop raping their little sister. In this moment, my mother is beating me with electric cords and rubber hoses, telling me I am black and ugly like my father. I believe her. In this moment, I see my mother. She's a little girl and she hasn't healed. She feels pain. She wants to feel love. She hurts, so she wants to hurt me. In this moment, my peace is a threat to her. My question and her inadequacies is a threat to her. In this moment, I know she only did to me what was done to her. In this moment, I work hard for awareness. My suffering was never a brain disease that any pill could heal. In this moment, my mind is wrapped up in the hurt and pain, thinking of the past and dreaming of the future that will never come. It's the soul that needed the surgery Beyonce sings in a song, and the time is always now. In this moment, I buy my mother dinner and I sit and I share life with her. She is proud of her grandkids. In this moment, my father has all he needs and more from his parents, but being taught he's less than by his grandfather. Great-granddad said, leave the mangoes under the ground, let them rot. My dad was a hungry-bellied little tot. A wealthy man with a fancy car once treated him nicely. The effects of better than lingers greatly. My father wishes to be a big shot man and drive big cars, lots of money and nice clothes. In this moment, my father is manipulating his child. He says you should make sure people always like you. In this moment, he's touching me. I want him to love me. In this moment, I've cried many tears, hated myself, think that I would be better off dead, not worthy. Feelings of shame and guilt consume me. In this moment, my tiny hands is holding his as we walk in the sunshine. Confidence is mine. In this moment, I forgive him. In this moment, I tell him what has happened to me. In this moment, family members won't speak to me. My uncle says he would rather see my children and I starve before he give me $20 to buy food. In this moment, it doesn't matter if anyone likes me. Keeping secrets will cause my soul to die. In this moment, I have children that I desire to love unconditionally. Instead, I've come to expect them to live for me while I die slowly. I've created great burdens for them to carry, dealt my suffering and my sorrows. In this moment, my child tells me that he sits at the closed window in the dark with the curtains drawn. He has watched my loneliness engulf me. He wants to reach me. He tells jokes to make me laugh. He says to me, Mommy, will you cry today? In this moment, I don't know how to reach him because I can't reach me. I am numb on psychotropic drugs. In this moment, I accept diagnosis for my child. I look to those with titles and degrees to tell me what the human experience means. I don't push him to study hard or read a book. TV has taken over our time to share, talk, learn together, or even cook. So fast food has become our constant remedy to comfort what cannot be comforted, a hole in the space that should be a mother and a father's love. In this moment, my child wishes me to see her. Mommy, look, I am standing at the edge of the train track. Mommy, look, come and catch me before I fall. Mommy, look, why can't you see me? Don't you love me at all? Yes, my love, I see you, but I can't see me. In this moment, I am stuck. You try to rise above, but my words of failure and defeat keeps repeating. I tell you that you're the eagle and there is no bottle. You could soar as high as you want to fly. In this moment, you're my child and I want freedom for you. Baby girl, can't you see? I want to ask for help. I dreamt of a better life for you and me. But accepting the labels left me like a monkey with my hand under the glass, reaching for the peanut, stuck, completely forgetting my greatness. What was happening in my mind? The shame, the blame, the disgust, the fear, the pain, the better than, the less than, the like, and the judgment. I wanted to love you. I wanted to love myself, but I kept comparing and competing. In this moment, I don't know what love is, for if it is never received, how could I give it? In this moment, all of us are living in this vulnerable world. I've learned to respect people's life experiences and take risks to live my own. Strangers have become friends that support me and lift me up. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here yet. And the present moment is beautiful. In this moment, peace that passes all understanding has happened. Feeling all emotions take root: empathy, compassion, anger, kindness, sadness, happiness, joy. I could give without expectation. In this moment, I'm working to live. I feel the oppression of titles because of gender and the color of my skin. But it don't faze me though. I have the power, and that is awareness that comes from within. In this moment, I see things the way I want them to be. I don't know how to settle for less. Who does it profit to call myself names? In this moment, it made me feel validated that I wasn't bad for the things that I couldn't control that happened to me. But then the label took away the expectation for me to live up to my best human potential, what that means for me. In this moment, I started to dream again. I see myself running as fast as I can again. I start learning about myself again. In this moment, others can't see me, so I have to see myself again. In this moment, I ask the question, who says I'm well? In this moment, I don't trust myself when I ask, how do I know I'm well? In this moment, I am consciously unlearning all the things I unconsciously learned, and I know that I decide who I am. In this moment, learning to let go as quickly as possible has given me strength to forgive and move forward, not expecting perfection. In this moment, there is forgiveness. I've gained awareness. I found myself worthy. In this moment, I find you worthy. I believe we're all worthy. In this moment, I want a mother and a father. I imagine it meant unconditional love, but family is more than blood, it's everything and nothing. In this moment, I have support, love, connection, and belonging. The suffering has brought clarity. It's not about the pretty. It's about the presence. I work to stop letting pain be the motivation. I'm from the kidnapped people sold into slavery. Their strength used to build a nation. I'm from the people who held their children up the sky and said there is nothing greater than you under the sun. I'm the one because of oppression forgot how to have fun. In this moment, I'm rolling down hills, walking barefoot in the streams, and catching butterflies. I am the hopes and the dreams of my ancestors. In this moment, I have peace. In this moment, I am free.